video, we shall discuss about the classification of bacteria based on shapes. We can classify bacterians based on their mode of nutrition, based on their shapes like this. Based on the shape of the bacteria, they can be classified into 4 different types. Which are those? The first one is coccus. That is the bacteria which are in spherical shape, and that bacteria or those type of bacteria are called as the coccus. That is the bacteria which are spherical in shape are called as coccus. The second one is bacillus. That means the bacterians which are in rod shape. That is the best example we saw in the previous slide about the bacteria which was in a rod shape. So the bacteria which are having rod shape are called as bacillus. The third one is comma shaped bacteria. The bacteria which are having comma in shape. Which are in comma shape, and such bacteria are called as Vibrio. And the last type of bacteria, that is Spirillum, that is the bacteria which are spiral in nature or which are spring-like structure, and those bacteria are called as Spirillum. I will repeat, there are 4 different types of bacteria based on their shapes. The first one is coccus, that is the bacteria which are spherical in shape, and that bacteria are called as coccus. The second one is bacillus, that is the bacteria which are rod in shape. Rod shaped bacteria are called bacillus. And the third one is spirillum. The third one is Vibrium, that is the bacteria which are comma in shape are called as Vibrium. The fourth one, last one, that is nothing but Spirillum. The bacteria which are spiral in nature or spring-like structure, and those bacteria are called as Spirillum. This is how we differentiate bacteria based on their shapes. And next we shall see the classification of bacteria based on mode of nutrition. That means nutrition means based on what they depend for their survivance. That is nothing but the mode of nutrition. Based on that, we can classify the bacteria majorly into 2 types. That is, the first type of bacteria is nothing but autotrophic bacteria, and the second type of bacteria is heterotrophic bacteria. How we are differentiating or how we are classifying these 2 bacteria based on the mode of nutrition, on what they depend for the purpose of nutrition. So based on that, we are classifying bacteria into 2, that is autotrophic bacteria and heterotrophic bacteria. Let me take the first one, autotrophic bacteria. The name itself is telling, that means autotrophs. These bacteria are not depending on any other type of organism for their nutrition. Instead, these bacteria are capable of synthesizing their own food. They are capable of manufacture their own food. So such bacteria are called as autotrophic bacteria. We shall repeat. These are the bacteria which can synthesize their own food by using organic substances. By the help of organic substances, by using them as the raw material, these bacteria are preparing or manufacturing their own food, and all those type of bacteria are called as autotrophic bacteria. This autotrophic bacteria is further classified. It is further classified into two types. How? Let me see. That is, one is photoautotrophic bacteria and second one is chemoautotrophic bacteria. First of all, we know that autotrophic bacteria means they are not depending on any other organisms for the purpose of nutrition, but instead they are preparing their own food. They are manufacturing their own food, but here some bacteria are preparing their own food by using different things. Previous slide, one is autotrophic bacteria and the other one is chemotrophic bacteria. Let me study in detail about phototrophic bacteria and chemotrophic bacteria. First one, photoautotrophic bacteria. What is that? These are the autotrophic bacteria which contains photosynthetic pigments. This is the most important thing which we need here. Why we are mentioning it as photoautotrophic bacteria? Because these bacteria are having photosynthetic pigments. That means the pigment which is required for photosynthesis, that pigment is present in these photoautotrophic bacteria. And these bacteria are capable of harvesting sunlight and synthesize their own food. The name itself is telling the bacteria name, that is photoautotrophic bacteria. Photo means that is nothing but light. Which light they are utilizing? Sunlight they are utilizing. By the utilization of sunlight, they are preparing their own food by the help of photosynthetic pigments which is present in them. So, hence, because of that reason, we are calling them as photoautotrophic bacteria. The bacteria which are preparing their own food, they are manufacturing their own food by the help of light, in the presence of light, by the help of photosynthetic pigment. That is why we have given them the name as photoautotrophic bacteria. Next comes the second type under autotrophic bacteria, that is chemoautotrophic bacteria. What does that chemo represents? That is nothing but these are the autotrophic bacteria which oxidizes organic substances like nitrates, nitrites, ammonia, etc. By using these organic substances, they use the released energy for the production of ATP. That's nothing but energy is produced by the help of these organic substances, and that is what we call it as chemoautotrophic bacteria. That is nothing but by the help of chemicals, they are synthesizing their own food. Chemoautotropic bacteria plays a very great role in recycling the nutrients like iron, sulfur, nitrogen, phosphorus, etc. Many other nutrients will be recycled by these chemoautotropic bacteria, because these bacteria are showing many of the chemical reactions, that is, they are synthesizing their ATP or energy by the utilization of the chemicals, and also they are playing a very vital role in recycling the nutrients, that is iron, sulfur, nitrogen, phosphorus, etc. Like this, we classify the autotrophic bacteria based on what they depend. Photoautotropic bacteria means they are depending on light. Chemoautotropic bacteria means they are depending on the chemicals or the organic substances. This is how we classify the autotrophic bacteria. Next, we shall see the second type of bacteria on mode of nutrition, that is heterotrophic bacteria. Heterotrophic, name itself is telling these bacterians are depending on other organisms for their nutrition. Let me see. These are the bacteria which cannot synthesize their own food, and they are dependent directly or indirectly on the other organisms and derive nutrition. And such type of bacteria are called as heterotrophic bacteria. I'll repeat the definition. These are the bacteria which are not able to or not capable to synthesize their own food, and because of that they are depending on other organisms directly or indirectly to derive their nutrition, and such type of bacteria are called as heterotrophic bacteria. And we can classify the heterotrophic bacteria into three different types, such as the first one is saprophytic bacteria, the second one is parasitic bacteria, and the third one, last one, is symbiotic bacteria. First one is saprophytic bacteria, parasitic bacteria, and the last one is nothing but the symbiotic bacteria. Next, we shall go through one by one. Let me take the first one under heterotrophic bacteria, that is saprophytic bacteria. These are the bacteria which derive nutrition from the dead and decaying organic matter. Dead and decaying organic matter, they are the important decomposers. They are helpful in making curds and antibiotics. Firstly, saprophytic bacteria. It is a type of heterotrophic bacteria. These saprophytic bacteria are depending on dead and decaying organic substances to obtain or to derive their nutrition. And also, they are decaying the organic substances, they are decaying the dead waste or dead organic matters, dead bodies of plants and animals, all the dead waste are decayed by these saprophytic bacteria. Hence, they are very important in they are the very important decomposers because they are cleaning the environment by decaying, by converting them into the organic substances. That is, they are completely decaying the dead and decaying organic substances. And also, these saprophytic bacteria can also be called as a very beneficial bacteria because they are helpful in making curd and also many of the antibiotics. This is about saprophytic bacteria. The second type of heterotrophic bacteria is parasitic bacteria. Second type of heterotrophic bacteria is parasitic bacteria. These are the bacteria which derive nutrition by infecting other organisms. That is nothing but parasitic. Parasite means that is nothing but they are harming other organisms to intake or to derive their nutrition, and all those bacteria which are infecting and harming other organisms to take or to derive their nutrition, such all type of bacteria are called as parasitic bacteria. I'll repeat. Parasitic bacteria are the bacteria which derive nutrition by infecting other organisms. They are known to cause diseases like cholera, TB, etc. Like this, they are infecting from one organism to another or one person to another, and by infecting they are deriving their nutrition. And such type of bacteria are called as parasynthetic bacteria. Next, the third type of heterotrophic bacteria, that is symbiotic bacteria. Let me see what it is. Symbiotic bacteria means these are the bacteria which lives closely associated with other organisms and derive nutrition without harming the host. This is not post, sorry. This is host. H-O-S-T. H-O-S-T. This is not P. This is H. That is H-O-S-T. Host cell or the host. I'll repeat. Kindly excuse. I'm repeating. Symbiotic bacteria. These are the bacteria which lives closely associated with the other organisms, and it is deriving the nutrition without harming the host. Such type of bacteria are called as symbiotic bacteria. Now, we need to know the meaning of host. What is host? That means where the organism or where this symbiotic bacteria take shelter to obtain its nutrition, and that particular cell or that particular organism is called as the host, from where it is deriving the nutrition. That organism or that cell is considered as the host cell. We'll get a clear picture. That is, these are the bacteria which are closely associated with the other organisms for their deriving of nutrition without harming the host. where they live, that is called as host. Without harming the host, they are deriving the nutrition, that is called as the symbiotic bacteria. But when we compare to parasitic bacteria, those bacteria were harming the host. They were harming, infecting, then they were deriving the nutrition. But these saprophytic bacteria are not harming, instead they are just deriving, or they are just driving or intaking their nutrition from the other host organism or the host cell. Here is a beautiful example for symbiotic bacteria, that is the nitrogen fixation bacteria present in the root nodules of leguminous plants. When we take the roots of leguminous plant, in that nodules there will be a presence of nostoc, and this nitrogen fixing bacteria is so helpful. It fixes the atmospheric nitrogen to the root nodules, and that nitrogen is utilized by the plant. In the meantime, this bacteria, that is nitrogen fixing bacteria, will be receiving nutrition, or it will derive its nutrition from this plant or from the root nodules of the leguminous plants. This is about the symbiotic bacteria.